General nerdery.
So all cards on the table, at least one of the trailers we're going to be talking about has come out by the time, at least by the time we've recorded, if not definitely by the time that this episode comes out. So if you're being like, the hell, guys, it's because we want to talk about it and we haven't seen it yet.
Right. Our recording schedule was such that it's been a bit since we've talked about trailers.
I am honestly just starting to think that the first 2 months of any year is cursed.
Yeah.
After the last couple years.
You walked here again.
Yeah, my truck has broken down twice. Negative 29-degree weather did not do us any favors for recording.
No. So this batch of trailers, where do we want to start?
Let's start with the one that I was just referencing. Let's go with Masters of the Universe Revolution, which is just Revelation Season 2, but shorter.
What van did they pull this off of the side from? Because it looks like 80s metal as fuck.
I mean, I assume Kevin Smith's, but... So, oddly, this is the one that I'm most looking forward to. I only say oddly because I've never liked He-Man until Revelation.
Somehow, the last series came up just twice in the past week for me of people being like, oh yeah, I saw that. It was pretty good. I'm like, right? And wasn't... Orko the best?
Yeah, no one expected it to be good, yet here we are. Do we know why Sarah Michelle Gellar chose not to come back?
I want to say it was actually just scheduling stuff.
Okay.
I know that I heard it at one point, but that was a while ago.
Yeah,
so.
I was just kind of making sure there wasn't some
I think it
thing.
was just scheduling.
She
stuff.
does have a TV show going these days, so it might be harder to be like, sorry, Kev, I'm not going to go voice your 80s toy cartoon.
Yeah.
It's like, I know who I need. Melissa Benoit. He loves her.
Yeah.
She's great. Don't get me wrong.
And, I mean, Chris Wood was already... she's married to Chris Wood, and that was already our Prince Adam / He-Man.
Oh, shit. I didn't realize that was him. Okay.
Yeah.
I fell off Supergirl before he really showed up much, so...
He wasn't my favorite on this show, but, he's charming.
Yeah,
I just didn't care for the character.
The general consensus I got was Mon-El was not the actor's fault.
Yeah, Mon-El's not the actor's fault. He's charming. Mon-El's a hot mess.
Yeah.
Which, Daxamites, but...
It's interesting, I hear Mark Hamill... And I'm just like, oh, you're having so much fun. I'm still just into it. I hear William Shatner, and I'm like, it's time to let it go, man.
Yeah. But, whatever.
He's 90. I understand why it's exciting, especially for Kevin Smith. But, fortunately, William Shatner still is speaking. And the more he speaks, especially about how bad modern Star Trek is, because they're trying to replace me. They're scared of Kirk. Literally. He has said this. No, Spock has just always been more popular than you. Suck it up.
Also, whatever. It'll just be fun to hear him in this, and
Yeah,
then
no,
I can go back to ignoring him.
And Mark Hamill and William Shatner, people have been kind of wanting them to do projects together since the late 70s when we figured out who Mark Hamill was.
Mm-hmm. So it's oh, finally, cool, something together. And then we can move on.
Yeah, no, I'm not gonna be too hard on Will Shatner there. I just they make such a big deal about we got Will Shatner. That's great. Give me more Orko.
Sweet.
Again, I'm still confused by that. The two thoughts I have on this one. One, when did they make Prince Adam hot?
Right.
Definitely had a moment of okay. I guess I'm learning new things about myself, but...
a hot Adam. Okay, stupid sexy Adam.
Stupid sexy Adam. And then two, I'll never be half the man my father was. Literally, a third of the plot of the first season is that your dad kinda sucks.
Yeah. But, whatever.
I get it, don't get me wrong.
It looks like it's mostly going to be big, stupid battles, and I'm here for it.
Oh, yeah. Have fun, man.
Yeah. Give me just big, stupid toy battles, because...
Well, and it's only 5 episodes this time instead of 10, I think, so...
Ooh, sweet. Cool. Even better. Then they can just cram it all in and
I'm actually disappointed because I thought that they like the pacing of the first season was pretty good, and I think they were just like, all right, we had already promised a season two, but we don't really want to pay for it because we're Netflix and
mm-hmm.
it was so controversial. So let's just do five instead. I don't know, actually. Maybe Kevin was like, five is what we want. Or
Maybe the story they wanted to tell just didn't need 5.
yeah, I mean, this is, as you said, the side of a van. So that's
Mm-hmm.
it's cool. We will probably do an episode on it.
Yeah, almost for sure.
A lot of stuff we're going to be talking about. I know that this won't release at the same time like as the episode we're recording immediately after this, but almost everything I'm going to talk about today is stuff we're going to do episodes on in the coming soon.
Mm-hmm. Should we jump to the one that you had no idea you were going to be watching? Monkey Man.
Monkey Man? I actually kind of want to save Monkey Man for last.
Okay. Okay.
I don't know if I have more for it or less
Less
for it,
for
but
it.
I just...
We can save it.
Let's do Avatar.
I'm way more in after seeing this full trailer.
Yes. I am still nervous that the original creators left over creative differences. I also still, and I've harped on this forever, so kind of ignore me here, do not feel the need to live action every single one of our good cartoons.
Mm-hmm.
I've got my whole philosophical discussion of it delegitimizes cartoons as an art form in their own right. I am going to watch every second of this for all of the beautiful costuming, if nothing else. As someone who makes armor and like fantasy clothing for fun, this is what we call garb porn.
Without having to get too deep into it because it could be its own episode, I do kind of see the point you're making with that and the live action adaptations. I will say, though, that this is one of the series that most lent itself to possibly turning into live action, considering they based all the bending styles on real martial arts.
And I'm not 100%.
And so you're like, oh, cool, just make a good wushu and put on movie and put in like good special effects.
Don't get me wrong. I'm not 100% on my like theory on that one, because I also am someone where they're like, you can't make a movie of that TV show or the movie of that book, or it's going to be different, and that's wrong. No, I actually do believe in adapting things into different mediums allows you to explore different facets of the story in completely legitimate ways. Like, I am one of the weird people who likes the Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy movie.
So long, and thanks for all the fish.
Yeah. I like it better in the book, and I will get set on fire for that. Douglas Adams grates on me, but that's not what we're here to talk about. So, like, I recognize that they can. Really, my problem is, and now anytime that there's, like, a cool cartoon, people are like, now make it live action. Enjoy the fucking cartoon. But this does look great. I can't remember the name of the actor, but he's playing Uncle Iroh in this. He's Carson, the X-Wing pilot in, like, everything Star Wars now.
Him.
Really looking forward to that.
Kim's Convenience.
I've not seen that one yet, so that's not where I immediately go to, but it's on my list of shit to get to. We don't have anything with him yet other than him looking baller in that Fire Nation armor, but
right. Little bit of Blue Dragon?
I'm gonna have to just make that mask out of leather. I've been meaning to for years.
So this doesn't come up in the trailer, but just because I ran into an interview this week anyway while just perusing through Nerd News, a change that I did read that they are going to make, which when given the reason why makes complete sense, they're not going to introduce even the concept of Sozin's Comet for a while.
Yeah, I was wondering about this because the whole series of the original takes place over the course of a year. They're working with kids in this.
You have the exact reason why.
They can't.
Yeah.
Like, it's one thing when,
they're like, it's going to take like a year to a year and a half to produce each season.
Yeah. It's one thing when we need Dante Bosco to keep his voice relatively the same throughout the entire thing or whatever, but like, it's a lot to ask of like, child, I need you to look 12.
Till you're 17.
I just need you to look 12. Like, do we know if they're going to try to do the entire, like, book 1 in one season?
I don't know. I do not know that.
I mean, obviously, they will not be doing a, like, episode for episode adaptation. They'll be doing some of the big stuff, yada, 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 and that's fine. I admittedly would be more excited for this if it was a live-action Avatar series that was not The Last Airbender, but just a live-action series in the world of Avatar. But it looks real good, and it already looks so much better than that fucking movie. And I don't even feel like making fun of the movie that much, but it did not work.
We'll save it for the end, but it's like the perfect segue into Monkey Man, since Dev Patel was Zuko in the movie.
What? Okay, well, I guess we're just going to go to Monkey Man and we'll save Ghostbusters for last. No, that's perfect.
Oh yeah, Dev Patel was Zuko.
Jesus Christ. I mean, I don't know if I ever saw the entire movie, and I definitely did not pay enough attention to, like, remember anything other than the terrible pacing mostly.
Mm-hmm.
I've never been an M. Night Shyamalan fan, though, so his worst movie is not exactly a...
Right, like, I mean, I loved Sixth Sense, like everybody, when it first dropped, and I really love fucking Unbreakable, but...
I recognize, like, his importance of some of the movies that he's made over the years.
But no, the rest are crap. The rest I can do without.
Yeah.
Every single one of them, I think.
Shape of Water has an actor that I really like in it. The guy who played the fish. He's... Oh, fuck, I can't think of his name now.
Shape of Water is a Guillermo movie, though.
Oh, well, I'm wrong on a couple levels, but I am right that Doug Jones is in it, and I love Doug Jones.
Yes. Shape of Water is a fantastic movie.
Didn't he also do a fish fucking movie or some kind of fish?
He had one, I think, that had water in the title. I can't remember.
Okay, so that's what I'm doing. I don't know, man. We're outside of my everything.
Lady in the Water.
Okay, I see how I like swapped those around in my head.
Yeah. Yeah, so Dev Patel has himself a little action movie coming out that I am all about. This looks great to me.
I have still not seen The Green Knight, but
it's great.
Needing to see The Green. It's just one of those movies. I'm not avoiding watching it by any stretch of the imagination. Like I should watch that movie finally at like 9 a.m. on the middle of a shift, and I'm not getting off till like 2. Like,
also, I mean, we already said this about Adam, but like also Dev Patel, since he's decided to grow facial hair, I think might be one of the most handsome men on earth.
He's a good looking dude.
It's kind of weird. I was just like, because I saw him in Green Knight, I was like, oh, you just need to have that all the time. Just all the time, Dev. So it looks kind of like John Wick, but
okay,
not.
So again, I've never seen John Wick. We're just talking about all the things I've seen. But I was going to ask if I was right that my immediate thought was India John Wick.
Yeah, it kind of looks like John Wick, but also maybe kind of like Ong Bak.
Do not mean India John Wick is a negative either, to be clear. What was that one that we watched that was kind of Lady John Wick? Gunpowder Milkshake. Mm-hmm. This also made me think of that. So that kind of frantic action.
No, so it looks like he's a dude that's sick of the way the upper crust treats everybody. So he starts doing late night fights that somehow progress into him just becoming a vigilante.
And wanting revenge for his mother?
Yeah.
This is one of those action trailers where the plot is not super clear. But to be fair, I doubt most of us are watching this movie for the plot.
Well, and they kind of set up that it's going to parallel some mythology, because like he's dressing up as Hanuman. Mm-hmm. And they open the trailer talking about like the demon lords wreaking havoc until they run into Hanuman
Yeah.
within the mythology, and they talk about the demon lords while, you know, intersplicing like the gangsters and like the upper crust running the town. So
Which is, I know I've read those stories, but it's been a long time. I don't know a lot about India.
I think I just said the extent of what I know.
Like, you want to talk about ancient Near East legends? I'm your guy.
Which once again is actually kind of John Wickish, because it's not super immediate, especially from the first movie, but from like the second movie on, they start weaving in some like Greek mythology stuff.
That tracks.
So sweet, I'm for it. It looks like he's kicking a lot of ass, and this is also his directorial debut.
Oh shit. Okay.
And it looks pretty so far. It looks
It
well
looks
directed.
really good. I said that I'm most excited about Masters, but that's because I'd already seen the first season and I like know it's good.
Mhm.
You know, Avatar, like it looks really pretty, but I don't have a like previous season. This is my like out of the blue. Oh shit. Okay, yeah. I'll kill a couple hours on this. Like,
No, I'm excited for it. I might try to check that out in the theaters if I can.
yeah, this would be a good theater movie by the
Mhm.
look of it.
Looks like it's going to be a lot of fun.
Also, unfortunately, because we live in Missoula, Montana, it's probably going to be an empty goddamn theater, which has its own advantages.
Yeah, I'm also for empty theaters.
It's all the
'cause
big screen without having to deal with the fucking people.
Mhm. I still get my experience that I want. So, and so then I guess we'll end it with
Ghostbusters.
Frozen Empire,
I've still not seen, what is it, Aftermath?
Afterlife.
Afterlife,
Dude,
thank you.
I was pretty like lukewarm going into Afterlife, and it took me a long time to come around to actually watch it. When I watched it, it was a lot better than I thought it was going to be.
I've heard good things.
It was really surprising how much Afterlife actually touched me, and
I like Ghostbusters, and I actually do like Ghostbusters too, even though everyone
Mhm.
is aware that
I
it's...
love to.
But admittedly, most of that is that I like Dan Aykroyd.
Mm.
And I mean, that movie is just Dan Aykroyd's soul put on, because he's such a like UFO paranormal
Mm-hmm.
nut, and I say that in like the best way. Have you
Go
ever
get
heard
your
any
Crystal
of his...
Skull vodka today.
Have you ever heard any of his fucking interviews where he talks about meeting Men in Black?
No, I don't think I've listened to one of those ones yet.
Because he was doing a like ghost show, or no, a UFO show,
Mm-hmm.
and has a strange encounter with a quote unquote man in black, and then his show gets canceled like half an hour later.
Dun, dun, dun.
But anyways, so like my point is that like, cool, Ghostbusters. I've always been like, cool, I'll get to that, but I've never searched it out because I don't know, Ghostbusters is not a huge part of my childhood. It was one that I started watching more in like high school and college.
Okay. Yeah, for me, like I love me some Ghostbusters from childhood, including the real Ghostbusters cartoon.
I didn't have the channel that had the real Ghostbusters,
Mhm.
and we didn't own the Ghostbusters on VHS. So like it was just one of those that it like mostly was more aware of it than being like, I should, those toys, mom toys.
I
Like,
also got into the real Ghostbusters cartoon, like with the monkey dude, like the Ghostbusters.
wait,
Do
I
you
have
know about
no
this?
idea what
No,
you're
there's
talking about.
okay. There's an older team. I'm going to look this up really quick. Yeah, there was a live action children's sitcom that ran on CBS in 1975 called The Ghostbusters. And it was uh these two dudes and their partner, a gorilla.
This is so on brand of you to have this show in your repertoire.
Spencer, Tracy, and Kong. Kong was not the gorilla. Tracy was the gorilla.
Every once in a while, you tell me facts, and I'm like, all right, we're going to file that into the puzzle that is my friend Tyler.
There was also a gal in it. I can't remember her name. Here's kind of a little.
I've not seen that, but I've seen the like picture before.
So yeah, the Ghostbusters. Well, so there was a live action sitcom that turned into a cartoon.
Okay.
And so I've seen the cartoon. I've never actually seen the sitcom.
That's got to be a trip and a half. Maybe we'll see if we can find that for a, like...
Yeah.
God, that's what I love about General Nerdery. There's always, like, good, bad ideas for episodes. Okay, but anyways, Ghostbusters Frozen Empire. I don't love the name, but that's whatever.
Mm-hmm.
Having not seen the last one, this one still looks plenty charming. I mean,
This
Paul
one
Rudd
looks-
is Paul Rudd.
Yeah, this one looks like they're leaning into like the cameos and the nostalgia more.
I don't think counts as cameos at this point.
Yeah,
This
you know what I mean, though.
Yeah, exactly. This is the last Jurassic World movie, which was supposed to be bad, but it did give us what we'd all been wanting. I don't care that Bill Murray's coming back. Bill Murray's character is an actively bad person in all of these. Like, every time they play... I mean, and it was kind of just Bill Murray's thing in the 80s. Like, almost every character he would play that I'm clearly supposed to be rooting for is like, I don't like you.
Yeah, that's fair. I mean, the one that I would most want to see come back can't, because Harold Ramis is passed. So
Who is that? Ernie Hudson?
yeah, Ernie Hudson looks like he's having a fun time.
Yes. Ernie Hudson has always been appreciative of getting to be in the Ghostbusters. I wish he had been given a little more, because there is I think a lot more value in just the random ass blue collar worker that's now stuck with these three assholes.
Mm-hmm.
But, you know, Bill Murray was the big star, so it makes sense that he takes a lot of the oxygen out of the air of those two movies.
And I'm always down for more Finn Wolfhard. I think the guy's fucking hilarious.
The Stranger Things kid? Okay, yeah. I've only seen him in Stranger Things, but he seems to have skill. Patton Oswalt automatically makes me be like, even if it's a bad movie, and he's made plenty, I will enjoy Patton Oswalt. Also, Patton Oswalt and fucking, I already said his name and I've forgotten it. The Blues Brother.
Aykroyd.
Aykroyd. Fucking thank you. Oswald and Aykroyd seem like a really natural pairing that I've never thought of before.
Blues Brothers 3000, here we come.
The other brother.
Yeah. Oh, there's no way it could be worse than Blues Brothers 2000.
I have affection for Blues Brothers 2000 because I was like 12 the first time I saw it, and it was the first one I saw. So, like, that's my...
Mm-hmm.
But also, there's the, like, possessing them into almost zombie-like things, so they'll do a salsa number or something like that. Like, it was a weird one in retrospect. I've not thought about... I love the car crash scene.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
That movie exists because of that car crash scene.
That's it for trailers.
Yeah.
So,
Bye.
bye. Hi, everybody. General Tyler here. If you like the show, please hit subscribe however you're listening to us right now. Also, if you could rate and review us however you're listening to us right now, or preferably over at Apple Podcasts, we would super appreciate it, as the whole world is ran on algorithms, and we want to be all up in them, getting our voice out to more places. Also, I mean, tell your friends. We always appreciate that. If you want to get in contact with us, ask us questions, give us comments, email us generalnerderypod@gmail.com. You can also contact us through our website, www.generalnerdcast.com. While you're there, check out all of our back catalog, or click the links up at the top, as we are part of the Earworm Podcast Network. Go check out all of our sister shows. We're involved with most of them, so if you already like listening to us talk, it might be in your best interest. And if you want to check out everything from the network, head over to earworm.com, EARVVYRM.com. We'd super appreciate it. Love you all. Have a good one.